Bippity Boppity Bess is here!
Hey friends, it's Bethany, and today I am here with something very different than our usual vlog style videos. Today I have a very special announcement. I am so excited to announce that starting today I will be planning Disney vacations. If you've been around for a while, you know that I really enjoy going on Disney vacations, and part of the fun for me is planning it. I love that so much. So after a lot of thought and Googling, literally years of thinking about this and trying to figure out how I want to put it together, I will be planning Disney vacations. I do want to note that I am not affiliated with any travel agency or the Disney company. It's just me doing my thing. So for a little bit of background, my love of Disney runs deep. I'm a millennial, so I have a deep nostalgia for the Disney movies, Disney Channel, and my parents also took me on several Disney trips when I was a kid, and I have nothing but happy memories from those times. As we got older, preteen, tragically, we became too cool for Disney, my sister and I. It was a really dark time. We started opting to go to the beach, which I also love the beach, but I hope I never become too cool again because that was the worst. Anyway, I kind of forgot about Disney until 2019 when my husband and I thought about taking our then 2-year-old daughter Olive to Disney World. I dove into planning that trip months in advance. I found a whole new world of information on YouTube explaining the parks, all the intricacies, giving tips on going with kids, just all this wonderful information. And I was just like, oh, like soaking it all in, taking notes, writing stuff down. While I really loved it, honestly, it was overwhelming and it took a lot of time. I was a stay-at-home mom of a 2-year-old at the time, so I was able to put all of my free time when she was napping into this trip, and I did. That trip was the happiest that I remember being in my adult life for a very long time. And I didn't want to come home. I vowed that we would return as much as we could. In the meantime, I learned a lot from YouTube and reading and other resources. We have since gone back. So our first trip was in April 2019. In 2021, we took Belle for the first time. She was celebrating her first birthday in September. And then in 2022, we went again in September for her birthday. And then in spring 2023, we went to Disneyland for the first time. So I have been true to my word. I have fought for us to get to Disney, and I have kept up with all of the information along the way. I have learned so much over the past 4 years with my research and personal travels and mistakes that I've made and things that I would do differently, and I am confident that I can use that knowledge to help make your trip magical. For many, planning is the most stressful part of any vacation, and Disney is an intricate system that requires a lot of background knowledge, preparation, and attention to detail. On every trip that we've been on so far, Bobs and I have looked around at various points, and we see a lot of grown-ups not having a magical time. And that makes us really sad. It's a bummer because I know that they could be having more fun. I always see a good amount of grown-ups stressed out, confused, disappointed, angry at times because they have spent all this money. It is not a cheap vacation. Like, everybody, let's be clear, it's not cheap. They spent all this money, they had this idea in their head of how it was going to go, and it's not going that way. And that's understandable. And I hate to see it, and I don't want it to happen to you. What are you getting with my travel planning services? A personal fairy godmother, me, planning your entire vacation as if I were planning it for myself, as far as the care and the time that I'm put into it, but completely tailored and customized to you with your likes and preferences. We'll start with a quick questionnaire to find out your preferences, who's going, and what your budget is. Then I'll put together an itinerary as detailed or general as you prefer. We'll work together to tweak the custom itinerary until it is perfect to your liking. You're gonna need someone in your travel party who can navigate the My Disney Experience app. You're just going to have to. It's free to download and pretty user-friendly, but something you definitely want to set up before your trip. I will help you navigate the app before your app, doing basic things like finding out how to book lightning lanes, place a mobile order, find your tickets, your room key, all of that stuff. I am planning on having a video tutorial for My Disney Experience. I haven't filmed it yet, but I want to have a video tutorial to go through all of those things that's really quick and concise that you can reference as like a little refresher. But also, obviously, you're going to get the explanation from me. Like, we're going to go through it together. I can help you stay on budget by pointing out hidden costs that you might have not budgeted for. For example, how are you going to get from the airport to the Disney bubble? Tips, if you're doing the Disney dining plan in advance, tips are not included in that. So just some things that you want to remember to factor in. I can help you weigh the pros and cons of different add-ons to make sure that we get the best value for your money that you're spending. In addition to that, I check for discounts daily, and I can apply those discounts retroactively in most cases. Worst case scenario, we cancel the vacation and rebook it with the better offer. So that's something that you don't have to worry about. I'm going to be doing that daily, checking to see if there's better offers that we can apply to your trip. This is a big one. I will get up at 5:45 Eastern time to book your dining for you 60 days in advance to make sure we get those coveted, tough to get restaurants. Now, I can't promise you that we'll get every single restaurant that you want, but I will do my best. And to use a term from Molly from Mammoth Club, I will fiddle faddle. That means I will check back on the app, refresh it a couple times a day just to see if any new reservations pop up for you. I've had great luck doing this in the past. I've gotten reservations for Cinderella's Royal Table and Be Our Guest that were not available when I logged on 60 days in advance at 6 o'clock Eastern time. However, those both came available at different times between when I booked them and our actual trip. Does that make sense? I hope so. What else? You'll also get my list of Pixie musts, tips, tricks, and things you might want to bring with you that are going to help make your trip so much easier and more comfortable. I'm here for you. We can communicate in whichever way you feel most comfortable. Text, email, phone, Zoom, whichever way. In person if you're local to Dallas. So, when should you reach out? Right now. No, but really, I would love to start answering your questions as soon as you think your family might be interested in taking a Disney vacation. The absolute latest I would recommend booking a trip is 61 days in advance, and that is just so that I can get up bright and early the next day and get your dining for you. You can book a trip after that. It's just that we won't have as many dining options, if that makes sense. You can book a last minute. You can book a trip and go tomorrow. Like, you can do that. We can make it work. But you're not going to have the dining options. You can email me at bippityboppittybess@gmail.com. That is my work email. I don't even think I said the name of the business is Bippity Boppity Bess, your personal fairy godmother. So you can contact me there. You can also reach out on Instagram, or if you already have my personal phone number, reach out there. I'm not going to put my phone number just on the internet, but if you do reach out to me via Instagram or email, I'll give you my phone number then and we can chat. So I am so excited to hear from you guys. I know that we have so many magical moments to make and I can't wait. So thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out. If you know anybody who's thinking about going to Disney, please send them my way. I would be so grateful for that. So I hope that you're having a great day or night wherever you are, and I'll see you later. Bye!